SEC battle. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wasting no time slinging it around. Got his man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
The give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Offense working from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right side, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Snags it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's O'Neal. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Thurman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Draw play, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Wesco's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Shows it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Deep in the end zone, it's Patterson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Making the adjustment. Going to the ground. Showing off the arms. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like, you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sells the run, wants to pass. Looking long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hauls in the deep ball. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. It's Hall. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Right side, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling a bit.
Tons of room in the middle. The 20, 10, to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Oh, pressure's coming. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his fourth interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. With the draw, it's Davidson. Pulled to the ground.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. They're all over him. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They'll give it to Johnson. Makes the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw for it. Left side, it's Davidson.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Give to the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right back to it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complimentary football on the other side. They've complimented each other, and they both stunk. Like both sides have been bad, turning the football over. Scoring like dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Sets his feet, it's Edwards. Out wide left, it's Thurman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
The give to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for the edge. The pitch. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Pulls it in. It's Hall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, North Carolina! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Delay to the back. It's Davidson. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Driven back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Runs through a tackle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37.
Here we go.
receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeps it himself. Quick toss. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Look out! Almost picked off.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Thurman. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the court.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Second and long here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.